So 2-3 was probably one of our hardest sections. So 2-4. All right, basically they're going to give you a triangle and they want you to find the missing parts. This won't be bad compared to that other stuff. So they're saying angle A is 37.6, so I'll just put it right in there. 37.6 degrees. B, side B is 24. So they're saying that side is 24. And basically they want me to find all the other things in the triangle. They want me to find, first off, here is angle B. So that which is this angle right there. How do I find angle B first off?
90 plus 37.6.
Yeah. Total, every triangle holds 180, right? 180 total inside any triangle, right? Any triangle holds 180 total. And when it's got a 90-degree angle already there, that right angle's 90, then the other two have to make 90, don't they? Because there's 90 left. So we have 90 plus 37.6. What's that? 127.6. And then you subtract from 180. Because there's 180 total in the triangle. Add up the two angles you have. 90 and 37.6 is 127.6. And then subtract from 180. It's, what is that going to be? 52.4. Am I doing that right? Yeah, I think so. 52.4 degrees. And they just let you stay in degree. Yeah, it says degrees. So there we go. So 52.4 degrees. No converting to radians or anything like that. So we've got angle B. Is that okay? Just total 180 in any triangle. Now, next, they want side A. Right here. Side A. This side length right here. Side A. See the A over there? How do I find that side length? Got all the angles now, but how do I have all three angles, right? I got the 90, the 37.6, and the other one, which is 52.4. Now I want to find the sides. How do I find the side length of little a there? Going to use one of those trig functions. SOHCAHTOA. Just keep remembering SOHCAHTOA. So let's just let's look at it this way. You've got 37.6. Got that angle. You've got 24, and you want this side. So what trig relationship, sine, cosine, or tangent, what, SOHCAHTOA, which trig relationship involves this angle that we know, this side we don't know, we want to know, we're trying to find, A, and the 24 we already know. What trig is that and that? Tangent. That's tangent, isn't it? Because that's opposite over adjacent. And we're not using the hypotenuse. We will in a minute. But for this one right now, tangent is opposite over adjacent, right? Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that means the tangent of 37.6 is opposite, so that'd be the little a here, over the 24. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that's a little equation, and we can solve for little a. That makes sense so far? So do y'all have your calculators? What is the tangent of 37? It's not a memorize. Just got to hit the buttons on the. So this would be on the calculator part of the exam next week, right? The second part, each calculator. So 37.6 tangent. Somebody got that? Give me like 3, 4. Give me 4 decimal places, please. Has anybody got it? Anybody? Make sure you're can I check that? Make sure you're degree mode on that. 0.7701. Yeah, looks good. 0.7701 equals a over 24. Thank you. Is that good? And why am I using 4 decimal places? Because see how they want my final answer in the hundredths, which is 2 places? So you got to use a little more accuracy when you're still in the middle of the problem, right? So the final answer won't be off. So, they ask for 2 places at the end, so I'll use 4 places while I'm still in the middle, have another step to go. How do you solve for little a? Multiply by 24 on both sides. Boom. Little a equals, what is it? 18, 19, 17, 20, I don't know. Somebody got it? Well, it's like 15 or 16, 17. Anybody got it? 24 times 0.7701? 18 point, can you give me one more spot? 18 point,
It's 18.48, so
oh, okay, give me 4.8 and give me one more. 4.8, 4.82. So we'll round to 4.8 because they want two places. They say hundredths place. So 18.48, that good? Got our little a. A little bit easier than the last problem, right? And then finally they want little c. Little c. So to find little c, clear some space here. So to find the little c, so you ask yourself, okay, here's the c, it's the hypotenuse, huh? So what trig relationship uses the 37.6, the 24, and the h? Adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine. Now you might think, well, Mr. Couldn't we just like use the little a? We know the little a now. Yeah, but that's a rounded number. You know what I mean? It's not exact. If you want to, you could use it, but you better use a couple more places of accuracy, right? Because you always have to use more accuracy in the middle of the problem if you want the final answer to be accurate to wherever. So rather than do that, I'm just going to use the number that I know is exactly right, 24. Be easier. So I just 24 straight. So yeah, what trig relationship involves this and this? Adjacent over hypotenuse. That's cosine. So now I'll do cosine of 37.6 is adjacent over hypotenuse is 24 over the little c, the hypotenuse, which I'm trying to find. Good to there? Now that one's a little harder to solve for c. First off, somebody get the cosine of 37.6 degrees to like 4 decimal places on your calculator.
0.7922.
0.7922. Good, thank you. That's 24 over c. Now, we got to solve a little equation for c. Everybody caught up to there? Because this tricks people a lot. I want to make sure I'm helpful here. I've seen people get tricked by this a lot. You first have to got to multiply by the c, right? Just like over here. Whatever's the denominator, whether it's a number, 24, or a letter, c, same game, multiply by whatever's in the denominator. Letter or number. Doesn't matter. So, okay, so I got to multiply by c, and multiply is going to cancels, huh? So whatever's in the denominator, letter or number, makes no difference, multiply by that, and then you get, what? You get c times 0.7922 is 24. The other c's canceled, right? Now how do you finish? Now c said I want to be alone. How do you finish getting c alone? Now divide by the 0.7922. Boom, on both sides. And so c equals, just divide in your calculator, I don't know, it'll be 28, 29, 27. We got it? To 2 decimal places?
30.29.
What is it, 30? 30.29, thank you. Is that good? Y'all getting that? And there we go, we're done. So we basically found the rest of the triangle. The rest of the sides and angles, didn't we? So that's pretty good. Just using SOHCAHTOA for that. A little bit easier than the last section, for sure. That good? We got 5 minutes. Let's do one more tricky thing, and then we'll pick it up next time, and I'll remind you, and we'll go forward. So let's try this one. So A is 12.2. A over here is 12.2. B is 24.8. Okay, so this one's a little different because they're not giving me any angles. So let me write you a note about that. When no angles given, must start with inverse sine, inverse cosine, or inverse tangent to find an angle. So this one's different than the last one because on the last one, they gave us one of the angles. Right? You know what I mean? Let's look back here for just a second. See, on this one, they gave me the 37.6, and I already had the 90, so then I could find the other angle just by subtracting from 180, and then I had all the angles, and the rest was easy. Well, this one, they're not giving me any angles at all. I mean, I got the 90, of course, but they're not giving me the other two. So I can't really jump into SOHCAHTOA right now. You need an angle for SOHCAHTOA, and I don't have any angles. So you got to first get an angle. How do you first get an angle? The inverse trig functions. That's why we studied those first. So what am I talking about? Well, this side and this side, let's just do this angle here, theta. You can do the one up top, it doesn't matter, I'll just pick the one here, theta. What trig relationship involves this angle and these two sides? Tangent, right, because remember, SOHCAHTOA. This is opposite and adjacent is hypotenuse. Yeah, tangent is opposite over adjacent, isn't it? So that means tangent of that angle theta, I just called it theta. Or I guess they want me to say A, huh? Okay, I'll go with their naming. Tangent of angle A is opposite 12.2 over adjacent 24.8. You agree? Right? The tangent of angle A is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so how do I find A? Well, that means angle A is going to be inverse tangent of 12.2 over 24.8. So hit the buttons on your calculator. So inverse tangent, 12.2 over 24.8. Oh, and I think they want degrees. Oh, they first asked for side C. Yeah, we'll come back to it. But let's go ahead and find this. Make sure you're in degree mode. I think they want the angles in degrees on this one. It's the next question, so I can't see it, but I'm 99% sure. So make sure you're in degree mode. Hit inverse tangent of 12.2 over 24.8. I don't know what it is. Maybe 30 degrees or something like that. I think it's lower than 45. Anybody got it?
Isn't it degrees if it's inside the triangle?
Well, remember, this is an answer. And what's going to come out is an angle. So I'm wanting what comes out, the angle, to be in degrees. Can you check that real quick? So, thank you. So, 12.2 and then inverse tangent, right. So 12.2 divided by 24.8. Oops. And then inverse tan. So I'm getting, 26, I don't know how many places I went around. I'm going to go a lot, though, just for extra security there. 26.1942 degrees. Y'all getting that okay? For that angle? Everybody see how I did that? Just inverse tangent of those in degree mode. So we got that. They're also asking for C here. How do I get C? That's Pythagorean. A squared, B squared, C squared. We'll stop there, though, so we're out of time anyway, so let's stop.